Hello everyone, this is Nitpicking Nerd and I just saw the new teaser trailer for the Picard show and it looks kind of good. I was actually kind of pleasantly surprised. The only thing I didn't like is that voiceover, that narration. That voice just didn't seem natural as a dialogue. It sounded more like some kind of a commercial on TV or some kind of product and not really part of a dialogue of the actual show, but maybe they'll change that later. Maybe it won't actually be in the episode. But visually I did like what I saw, and apparently they showed us Picard's grapevines and his family home and his Chateau Picard wine bottles and all that stuff. And that's exactly what I was saying they should start the series with. They should show us a scene of him in those grapevines just like we saw him in the last episode of TNG. I said I hope to see that, and so they delivered, and so I can't really complain about that. But the only complaint I have that especially with that voiceover narration, it sounds a bit like a commercial to something and not part of an actual scene of the show, and so I hope they will improve that. But other than that, I think it's a very good teaser. It's also made me curious about the plot, and they reveal in that dialogue that he left Starfleet after he was an admiral, after he led some kind of humanitarian armada, and something probably went wrong in that incident, and that caused him to be depressed, I guess, which some people might be concerned about because it's kind of similar to the Jake Skywalker mess up they did in The Last Jedi, of him being all depressed and leaving the rest of the galaxy because he's so depressed and thinks he's a failure and all of that. But I think if it's done well, it can work. It can be a good story if it's done right and not just that way up until the very end. The problem with The Last Jedi is that Luke remained that way all across the movies. He didn't really do anything big. He didn't really contribute anything to the overall story. But with the Picard series, even if it starts out that way, it won't be that way the whole series, and so I'd be fine with that. So I'm not really concerned about that. It might actually be good. It might be interesting to have a bit of emotional drama and all that stuff. We know that Picard lost his family. He did have a whole bunch of traumatic experiences in his life, and that event they mentioned, I'm guessing that's Romulus being destroyed, that he might have been trying to evacuate some of the Romulan population to save them from that disaster. And something went wrong in that operation and he failed to save them, and so millions or billions of people died and he feels responsible. And maybe that's what I'm hoping for. Maybe it will be revealed that actually the Federation was somehow responsible. Maybe Section 31 was behind that event. Maybe Picard somehow discovers that, and that makes him kind of give up on the Federation and Starfleet when he discovers about all those dark elements which maybe prevented him from completing his mission, from saving the Romulans. Something like that could be interesting, and it can be a very good character study, character drama, as well as a bigger political story, and maybe it will also have some science fiction elements, maybe time travel, maybe he will decide to go back and change something. That can open up a whole bunch of possibilities, so I have no idea what the actual plot will be, but I do think it has potential. I do think if they do it well, it might be great, and so I remain optimistic, and I kind of like this teaser. It shows me that they do pay attention to the details, they do try to link it with the series, they're not just doing their own thing with the actor which doesn't fit his character, so I think it might work, I think it might be good. So that's my opinion for now. Let me know what you think and we can discuss it in the comment section, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.